Alright, we are back. Everybody died. Everyone was dead. I was the only one wandering through the fire. The houses burned down with the burned up corpses under them, and the sounds of crying came from all around. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I walked alone. I sought help and wanted someone to save me, so I kept walking, not looking to the side. Stop. All the while, how could I think that no one was asking for help from me when I could still move? Stop. Help, 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 help. Yeah, I noticed. There's no way I couldn't have noticed. I walked through it all. I ignored the voices sobbing in pain. I ignored the voices going mad trying to escape. I ignored the screams of those not wanting to die. I ignored the pleas of mothers wanting me to take their children. Even ignored the dying eyes that could not ask for help. I kept walking, only seeking help for myself. Wait, 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 wait! I was tired of looking at corpses. I was already tired of seeing people die in pain. I thought I couldn't save them. I thought they would die no matter what I did. That's why I never stopped. Stop. Give it back, give it back, give it back! I thought I had to live even a second longer because I had to go that far. If there were people who died without being able to do anything. As long as I could do something, I thought I had to live. Stop. But my heart was almost crushed. I held back my tears and walked on in search of an escape. It was hard to live on while ignoring the pleas for help. I knew it. It would be easier if I apologized, so I never apologized. I believed that would be my only sincerity, as I could not do anything. Stop. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. As I wished I was alone, I alone was saved. The only ones at the hospital were children unfortunate enough to be in areas where the fire occurred. I didn't want to know about it, but the man in the white coat told me. In that area, I was the only survivor. Stop already. I saw people dying in pain. I saw just as many sad people, because there was a funeral for all those who died in the big building. Every kind of sadness and affection for those that died. I thought that... Just stop. Hey, 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 hey. I had to remember every single bit of it. It's only natural that many people wanted to be helped, and not one of them had their wishes granted. So, since my wish was granted, I thought it was only natural for me to take on their deaths. No. I could not hold my head up unless I thought so. No more. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. That's why I frantically chased after Kiritsugu. For those I couldn't save, and for the things I couldn't do, I admired a superhero who could save someone. That was me, crumbled away as I ignored the pleas for help. I kept moving forward with an empty mind. No more. Please, 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 please. People I didn't save taught me that I had to go on. What was lost within all that? I just thought about going forward in place of all of that, all the people that died. I couldn't think of anything else. I sealed any memories before that so that I would never think about them. People kinder than anyone else. Memories of those who were my parents, so as to not recall them and go back. I sealed them tight, thinking I was already dead. Don't open it. It's not painful. I'm sure I was happy being adopted by Emiya Kiritsugu. So, you never thought it was a mistake? I'm telling you, don't open that. Pain. The pain in my chest pulls me back to reality. My nausea doesn't stop. My limbs are numb and my head is burning. My breathing is ragged. Return it, return it, return it, return it! Their voices are echoing in my head. I throw up blood. Is it because my body is dying, or because I cannot endure those voices? My chest hurts. Oh, what was that buzz? Oh. My chest hurts, my chest hurts, my chest hurts. I can't plug it, even if I try. What hurts is the pain inside. It'll keep hurting as long as the memory is there, and I will never heal. Is it an illusion? I see a figure that should not be here. So I have to bear this. I can't think about wanting to die. If she is here an illusion, I have to act like I'm alright. It is a deep wound. It'll be painful if it's not healed. You should not end your life bearing that. I hear the priest's voice. The voice is totally unlike him, filled with compassion. You said you do not need the Holy Grail. But is that true? If you can redo what happened 10 years ago, will you not seek the Holy Grail? You can save everything that was lost in that incident. You could eliminate that disaster, now associate yourself with Emiya Kiritsugu, and be your true self. Is that not the only way to save yourself? Redo the incident 10 years ago? Redo myself who survived by not saving anyone? No, more than that. If I could make that incident as if it never happened, so that no one would be hurt. I shake my head. I reject that vision with my burning head. I spit at my own weakness, because it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I hear their voices. My fingers feel the wet floor. Help. They all want to go back to that day. Yeah, I wanted that too, though it can't have been as bad as you guys. Even after Kiritsugu adopted me, I went to that burned field often to look at the scenery. I went to the place where nothing remained, opened the door that didn't exist, walked through the hallway that didn't exist, and smiled at my mother who wasn't there anymore. I wanted to return to the days before it happened. I waited the day when I would wake up from this bad dream that didn't happen, and I accepted reality. If I could obtain a world where it didn't happen, where nobody got hurt, that would certainly be... Now answer. If you wish for it, I shall give you the Holy Grail. The priest with the Holy Grail says so. Return it, return it, return it! If I wish, these voices will go away. Orphans like me. If fate had taken a slight turn, I would be there as well. So I don't even need to think about this. I don't need to. Think about it, so why? I don't need it. I can't wish for such a thing. I stare straight at the dead corpses, and I reject them. That is my answer. It doesn't matter what the Holy Grail is. I can't wish to regenerate the dead, nor change the past. Right. You can't redo the past. The dead won't come back. What's done cannot be redone. I can't wish for such a thing. My cheeks are hot. Every time I say such a miracle is impossible, tears pour out from vexation. I wonder why miracles, switching for such normal happiness, are too much for people. The Holy Grail makes that possible. Everything will be as you wish. The priest said so, but I can't agree. Even if I could redo the past, I must not take back what has already happened. Because if I do that, everything would be a lie. Those tears, those pains, those memories, that cold reality that hurts my heart, all of it. There were people who died in pain. There were people who risked their lives to save others. There were people who mourned for the deaths. But then, if everything were taken aback and it did not happen, where would all of those go? The dead people would not come back. Reality cannot be overturned. We continue on remembering the pain and the weight. Isn't that how lost things remain? People will eventually die, and death itself is sad. Pain shouldn't be the only thing that remains. A death is painful, but it also leaves behind bright memories. As I am bound by these people's deaths, as I am protected by my memories of Kiritsugu, I believe memories become constraints and change the people living now, even if they are memories that will eventually be forgotten. This path, I don't believe it's the wrong one. I see. Then you... I don't need the Holy Grail. I can't stray from my path for the people I've left behind. I declare so within my pain. I control the pain in my fading consciousness and manage to stay up on my knees. Then I finally realize I can't hear the voices. The voices aren't echoing anymore. I don't know how they took my answer, but it is sad that they closed their eyes without a single grudge. That is the answer her master arrived at. The anger she bore until just a moment ago has disappeared. She is at a loss for words, staring at her master. This path, I don't believe it's the wrong one. With his bloody body, with his ragged breath, controlling his tears. I can't stray from my path for the people I've left behind. He has apologized to everything he has stepped on, but he still declares that he will not change his path. Her vision wavers. She cannot breathe right either. She knew of his past. As Amiyashiro has seen Saber's past, he has also seen his. This is why she thought he would nod. No, she thought he had to nod. She wanted him to say that it was not his fault. If he could hear, she wanted to say that this is not something Amiyashiro should be burdened with. But still, he denied it. No matter how painful the past, one cannot redo it. She almost collapses. Those words are too heavy for her, making it an oath and devoting everything you have to its accomplishments. She had felt that way, that their ways were similar. That was just conceit. Only she thought they were similar. They could not be similar. His mind is strong, and she, only able to deny his words, was wrong. So, you choose your wishes over your savior. The priest lets go of the boy. He looks down at him in annoyance, and walks past him as if he's lost all interest in him. Then how about you, Saber? That kid says he does not need the Holy Grail, but you must have a different opinion. Your goal is to use the Holy Grail to save the world. Do not tell me a heroic spirit like you will be as egotistical as that kid. Her heart is shaken by his question. The priest says he will give the Holy Grail. He will give her the Holy Grail if she has a goal and a wish she wants granted. There's no reason to refuse. She fought for that alone. She became a servant for that reason alone. So what Shiro said does not matter to her. To obtain the Holy Grail, Saber. Then I shall propose an exchange. Saber, kill your master with your own hands to achieve your goal. I shall grant you the Holy Grail if you accomplish that. She would do anything. It is an unexpected proposal. She cannot understand it. It's not that she cannot understand his words, but such a choice has never existed for her. What? You should not hesitate. You can kill this kid before he realizes it. First of all, he cannot be saved. Would I not be compassionate to kill him right now? The priest steps aside. Before her is the door leading to the underground cemetery and a collapsed figure. She walks in as if drawn to it. She walks past the priest and enters the damp room. This room is hell. He arrived in this place and was shown his dark side, and yet he declined the priest's offer. She places her hands on her own sword. At her feet is her master breathing painfully. The end of a long journey, the Holy Grail she desired at the cost of her life. It will be granted just by swinging her sword down. After all, a master and a servant cooperate only until they obtain the Holy Grail. Even if it ends here. What is it? Why do you hesitate? It is for the Holy Grail. I believe it is quite a bargain. The priest's words are true. It is strange to hesitate now. Still, this path, I don't believe it's the wrong one. Those words will not leave her. It is vexing, but she isn't like Shiro. She wants to redo everything. On that day, there was someone better suited to become king. Someone else to pull out the sword. And that person must have been able to build a more peaceful country. That is her heart that holds her country dear. That is the doubt of the girl Artoria before she became a king. That mind she left behind on the day she drew the sword. Why did she not realize it before? I can't stray from my path with the people I've left behind. That is her heart that holds her country dear. It is the mind of a girl that before she became a king. It is not the heart of the king. The only one the king believed in was herself. To deny that would be to deny everything she has taken away. Things lost will never return. Her master to continue to appeal in his pain. This figure hurts her so much. What did she tell him? That she could not start a new life? She continued to refuse him, saying that she had a duty as the king. What duty is that? To resurrect the destroyed country? Choose a more appropriate king? Or does she only wish to make that destruction never have happened? That is wrong. Yes, that is wrong. She was raised and lived as a king. There was no mistake. So if the result was ruin, why could she not accept it? There are no regrets. If one can be proud of one's life, one should not wish for another chance. I see now. Shiro. Shiro's lamentations pierced her heart. He said that the tears would go away, that the pain would go away, the heaviness in her heart would go away as well. This is salvation by elimination, but if everything were made to never have happened, what would happen to all things taken away? She has taken away many things and killed many. To bear the pain and regret it is a requiem. So if she wishes for another chance, it should be from this moment on and not from the past. If there is something she cannot do, she should not go back to the past to accomplish it, but rather she must start to reestablish the wishes that never came true from this moment on. She is no longer a king, as she has lost her country. So her wish should be for herself as he says. No, that is not something that should be wished for. It was her decision to become king. It was never painful for her. Even if no one understood or accepted her, she believed that what she desired was something she can be proud of. At the least, the girl pulled a sword out believing so. That is the true answer. Just like him, that is the only answer she can be proud of. Yes. She remembers the oath that she made a long time ago, something she has kept to herself. She decided to fight, even if it meant losing everything and fighting everything. I was the foolish one. The oath of the king to fight, even in that condition. The king predicted the country, but the country did not protect the king. That is all. The result was cruel, but if there was nothing to be ashamed of in the process, there was no need to seek it. She swore to accomplish her duties as king. Even if the result was her destruction, she should fill that oath to the very end. So she does not need anything else. Yes, she did not want everything. From the beginning, there was only one thing she wanted. She lost many things to obtain it, but there was something she protected until the very end. With that in mind, let her end the dream that was never granted. I want the Holy Grail, but I cannot kill Shiro. Pointing her sword at her enemy, she said so from the bottom of her heart. What? Do you not understand, fool? I said I favor Shiro more than that thing. That's why her role is already determined, to be his sword and shield, and so she cannot hesitate any longer. Are you saying you do not want the Holy Grail? I do not wish it will dirty me. I already have everything I wanted. Yes, everything was there. Her pride as a knight and her oath as the king. Even the dream of the girl Artoria wished for. I certainly heard those words. The confession of the girl who wished for the Holy Grail. She confessed that she no longer needs such a thing. Saber. Controlling my ragged breath, I call her name. Even though I cannot see her, I can tell she's nearby. The pain is subsiding. I don't know if it's because she's near me, but the wound is starting to heal up. Can you stand, Shiro? Please take my hand if you can. Yeah, I can. I take her hand. My vision recovers. Energy starts to flow into my weak body. Saber, this is... Yes, even the curse of the Gae-Bolg will not be effective against you now. It shall heal completely if you stay by my side. But rather... Saber turns to look towards the underground temple. Beyond the door, at the exit of this room stands the last master, Kodame Nikire and Lancer. And I'm actually going to end it there. And I guess we're going to finish off Lancer and Kirei next episode, or at least probably start the fight. I don't know, but I'm excited. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.